Good evening. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back. Do you hear me? Sound is all right, yeah? Thank you very much. So, if you are having any issue on Zoom, then you can head to the YouTube. Just type it over there, Wave Trader, and you're gonna see live webinar over there. Okay. All right. Thank you very much for coming again in another weekly market outlook. So just for a reminder, if anyone want to join us, just head to detecttradingacademy.com. Just choose the membership level, whichever you want. If you want group training or group membership, just head to the group training or group membership and join us. If you want further information or further information on one-on-one training, just head to detecttradingacademy.com and fill that form and send that form to me for further information. Fill that form and send that form to me for further information regarding course or whatever. Okay, so let's move on to the market for this week. If you guys are looking for updates or social links, head to the trading view and look at my profile. Under the signature area, you're gonna see all links. All links are there: website, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Telegram. So follow me on Telegram and Facebook and on all other social links for updates on ideas. So let's move on to the market. Okay, so first of all, Bitcoin. You all remember that? What is the longer term forecast on the Bitcoin? Yeah, so that's what we are looking for, longer term, for the Bitcoin to go back up, hit the previous high, or 25,000 area for longer term. Okay, so there is a short-term setups. I think you guys have just seen that. I was showing you sell setup from that area, if you remember that. Yeah, that sell up to the 6,000 area, and once price gonna hit the 6,000 area, start to look for it to go back up for longer term. All right, so let me show you the previous chart so that you guys can get the idea what's happening over there on the Bitcoin and what you need to look for next. Okay, so that was the wave we were looking for, short-term sell. I have shown you that in the weekly market outlook as well, if you remember. All right, so it is just going down. You guys can see that going down. So there is another setup. Okay, correction or simple running flat, or correction, flag correction, and flag correction, yeah, and another flag correction. Okay, so this kind of trade. All right, that kind of trade. Okay, one more leg up to that area, up to the previous low or 6,000, and then once price gonna hit that 6,000 area, look for that first impulse. All right, and start to buy from the bottom. Okay, so correction, you see that correction was forming. We were anticipating another correction at this area, which is just over there and about to complete for another leg. Yeah, this correction. Okay, so what you guys need to do if you trade on the Bitcoin, watch watch that stronger breakdown. You don't need to count numbers. All right, you don't need to count numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So two corrections just happened, and now it should reverse. You just need to identify either that is a correction or that is an impulse. Okay, if you see that that's a correction, forget about your numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a correction. You need to understand that. Okay, don't you see that previous chart, previous update? What I was looking for at this chart? Correction. All right, correction. Regardless of the numbers, you don't need to count numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You just need to identify either this is a correction or this is a impulsive move with the previous trend. If correction, just go with the previous trend. Okay, this is a correction. Just watch it to give you a breakdown and continuation for one more leg. All right. Okay, this is the idea. A simple breakout and continuation. Okay, so it's trying to break out. So breakout is not so strong, so it can go for another leg. All right, so as long as price is going to stay within that correction, okay, even price is going beyond that trend line, that doesn't mean you're not going to see that wave. All right, that doesn't mean you're going to see that you're not going to see that wave and price is just going to continue for upside. All right, so I mean, if price keep crawling or keep pushing for upside like that, okay, still look for that trade. Okay, even if it is going beyond that trend line, it is not changing the pattern. Pattern still a continuation, breakdown pattern for more downside for one more leg. Okay, so how this pattern gonna change? If price is going to rise aggressively like that, spike is going to come over there. Yeah, then watch this correction and then start to buy. Currently you have a correction, look for this move, breakdown and continuation to the downside. All right, just look for it to continue to the downside, and once price is going to come close to the 6,000 area, yeah, so start to build your position for upside for longer term. I have shown you the bigger image. All right, so start to look for buy at this bottom. All right, so Bitcoin and the same on the Ethereum and others. I will explain those pairs later on. Okay, all these are same. So Ethereum, yeah, one more drop, same like Bitcoin. Okay, one more drop. I will explain that later on. Let's move on to the Forex first. All right, so the dollar index. All right, so you guys know that what is the longer term structure, the longer term way we are looking for on the dollar index. Let me show you that chart. If we're gonna get that chart, then I will show you what is the longest term view. Okay, so this is the longer term view. We are looking for the DXY to go back up for longer term. All right, so here we are looking for a correction. Yeah, head and shoulder. Yeah, correction, head and shoulder, and then go back up. Okay, so or give us a complete one more drop, form new low, and then go back up. Okay, so focus on that trade. I'm showing you this trade since last couple of weeks. All right, so this week you guys need to watch for it to continue for more downside. Okay, so watch for this correction to break down. All right, so watch this correction to break down, and you can sell the breakout or you can sell before the breakout at this area. Okay, this trade. Make sure this wave should be corrective, shouldn't be aggressive for upside. If it is going to be aggressive, then you are having another leg for upside. All right, let me show you like what I mean. Okay, so this one more bullish wave can appear over there. Okay, and if so, you can buy for short term and you can sell it again from top. Where you need to keep an eye on lower time frame, like 15-minute time frame. I have just shown you, watch for a flat formation and look for it to continue to the downside. So we were looking for short term up in the morning meeting, and price is just doing the way we were looking for. Okay, so this move shouldn't be aggressive for upside. It should be corrective for upside. Okay, up to this area, and then you need to look for it to continue to the downside. All right, so watch for a correction like that. Okay, you see that simple ABC move. Okay, another correction at this area, short term buy. Once price going to complete that simple ABC formation, look for it to continue to the downside. Okay, that's your DXY, and same on the Euro USD. Okay, so you guys can see one more drop. This is the trade you guys need to look for in coming days. I'm showing you this trade since last couple of weeks, all right? So make sure you sell carefully, all right? So still we can see one more drop. Okay, if so, then you guys need to look for buy again once price gonna form new low, right? So for this trade, you guys need to look for stronger sell at this area. I have just shown you the example on the DXY, stronger buy and stronger sell on the DXY, on the Euro USD, and then a sell. I can show you the example so that you guys gonna understand what you need to look for. Yeah, last time I was showing you this flag, stronger sell, correction, and then drop. So you just need to repeat yourself again the way you have done in past. So far you should not look for that trade. Okay, you need to look for it to break up and continuation for upside. All right, this flag, break up and continuation for upside. Okay, when you need to look for sell for short term sell, once you're going to see price is going to be aggressive to the downside. Okay, currently it is not aggressive, it is within the correction for upside. Okay, so look for buy at this area, all right, buy at this area and aggressive buy for upside. Okay, if you see that price is going to break down that bottom, watch for this correction before you trade on that wave. Okay, before you trade on that wave, this correction. All right, so here we got the example. Okay, you see that price broken out aggressively. Okay, and formed correction, and then started to continue to the downside. Okay, so just repeat yourself again. Watch for breakdown first, correction, then trade on to the downside. All right, so far you need to look for buy at that bottom before the breakout, before this breakout. Okay, watch for buy at this area. If it is not going to reverse, not going to give you any price action, it's just going to break down aggressively to the downside, let it break down. All right, let it break down and let it correct back before you sell the Euro USD. Okay, let it break down, let it correct, then trade. Okay, you see that it always price gonna correct. You see that correction? All right, these corrections. Okay, these corrections. Okay, so let the market correct and then trade on that wave. All right, so we are not looking for one more drop, although one more drop can appear over there. So we are looking for this 4-hour flag, which is flat channel, which is just there. We are looking for it to break up and continue for upside rather than for the downside. Okay, so you know that what is the longer term chart on the Euro USD. Okay, we need to see a bigger correction at this area before you guys start to sell the Euro USD for longer term to the downside. Okay, examples I have just shown you last week, if you remember. Okay, so dollar chief, you guys need to be into that trade already. Showing you sell on the dollar chief since last couple of days. Okay, this is your trade. All right, so like that trade, similar wave. This is your trade. Yeah, you're gonna get a couple of trades once price gonna start to continue to the downside. All right, so here is the update. Okay, we are still within that structure, within that pattern. Okay, which pattern? This pattern. Okay, we are still within that pattern. We haven't seen stronger sell. Yeah, we haven't seen like that arrow. Stronger sell like that arrow. All right. Okay, so make sure you sell, and you sell it at a good price, and use reasonable stop loss. Okay, we are not looking for that trade anymore. Okay, we are not looking for that trade that way. We are looking for this wave. Okay, what price is currently doing? It is just repeating that behavior. Okay, falling correctively, but that fall can be aggressive at any time. So that's why you guys need to look for it to continue to the downside rather than for upside. Okay, in case if price is not going to continue to the downside and going to give you a double top, okay, double top, going to test that top, okay, going to test that top, double top, yeah, this area, still you need to look for it to continue to the downside. Yeah, so that's the bigger image which you need to keep in your mind before you head to the sell on the dollar chief. Yeah, so in early meeting, in our morning meeting, we were looking for this one more up move, yeah, that pattern. Okay, so watch this area or that trend line for this trade to the downside. Okay, so simple pattern formation like that, simple ABC move, simple flat formation or expanding triangle, and a stronger sell like that at this, like you see that stronger sell, yeah, so stronger sell at this area and continuation to the downside. Okay, so we are looking for it to get down rather than for buy. Okay, so I'm showing you correction at this area. All right, this correction and then drop. All right, this correction. Okay, so under that trend line, stop placement wherever you want, behind or behind that. So this stop placement going to be slightly tight. Make sure you use a reasonable stop loss. All right, so the trade I'm showing you, is quite similar. Is similar like this previous one. Let me show you that chart. All right, so we were selling at this area, okay, at that area, these areas. So just showing you that chart again. Have shown you that chart before as well. Showing you that chart again. Okay, this chart in December. All right, so that chart. All right, so you see that price was just falling aggressively to the downside at that time. Okay, so you guys just need to repeat yourself again. All right, so at the current price. All right, so correction and just look for it to go down, just drop. Okay, this is going to be a very good trade, very good trade, better than the DXY and better than the Euro USD. Okay, so focus on this trade on the dollar chief. All right, so now let's move on to the pound dollar. Okay, so there's going to be a short-term sell. That short-term sell is already going. We were talking about that short-term sell in our morning meeting. So that short-term sell is just going. Let me show you the bigger image so that you guys can get the idea. What is the bigger image? What is the bigger picture? So that you guys can stick to that in longer term. Okay, so the bigger image, bigger picture is that. Okay, so we are still looking for clear direction of the market. Okay, either it is going to continue for downside or going to continue for upside. Okay, so no signs at all over there for this wave so far. Okay, so for that wave you need to watch for the first impulse. Yeah, for this wave you need to watch for the bigger correction at this area. Yeah, so we can see change in pattern formation. We are having a trend reversal channel at this area. We can see change in pattern formation like flat channel for more downside. I will show you if that's going to happen. Just look for that correction, that bigger flat formation, and start to sell the pound dollar for longer term to the downside. Okay, so this picture, this bigger image still same. We haven't seen change on that pair. So we are looking for it to, currently we are looking for it to go back up and test the top again. All right, so no clear sign over there yet. Okay, so this pattern for downside. Okay, so simple one more up move. Okay, A wave, B wave, your C wave, and then drop to the downside. Okay, so this pattern, this possible pattern can appear over there for this wave. All right, so far which way you guys need to trade? There is a short-term sell setup, that short-term sell setup which is just going down. All right, okay, so you can trade. Once you're gonna finish that trade, start to look for that trade. All right, so I will show you on lower time frame. Okay, so this is the bigger image. Okay, so we were looking for this stronger impulsive price action in our room. All right, so that short-term trade almost gone. All right, that short-term trade almost gone. What you guys can do, you guys can watch this breakdown. All right, breakdown, complete that wave, selling at that area on that breakout, gonna carry risk. If you guys understand, you can take that trade. If you guys know that how to manage your risk, you can take that trade. If you have no idea, just simply ignore that and wait for the price to give you another correction. Yeah, back within that pattern, and then look for it to go down. All right, then look for it to go down. Once price gonna form higher high. Okay, and then look for it for buy from the bottom. Okay, so we don't have first impulse so far. We are having correction. We can see one more drop. Once price is going to complete that one more drop, look for first impulse from the bottom and start to buy. All right, start to buy. Look for buy from the bottom on the pound dollar. All right, so on lower time frame, okay, at that area. Okay, so watch for this to go back up and then drop. If you don't see that wave and price is going to form a correction at this area, look for it to break down. Okay, you already missed the move from that high when price was just falling so aggressively. If you are in, just simply watch it to continue to the more downside. If you are not in, the way I have just asked you to look for one more up move within that pattern and then drop. Okay, so that's a bigger image. And Kiwi dollar. Okay, so the bigger image on the Kiwi dollar is this. That's what we are looking for. Go back up. Go back up and test the top again. All right, so it is not rising so aggressively from the bottom. We were looking for one more drop. We haven't got that one more drop, and price is just rising so aggressively at the current price for upside. Okay, so that's what you guys need to look for. Okay, so short-term sell, correction, short-term sell. Okay, test that bottom. Yeah, test that bottom. All right, and then look for it to continue for upside. Okay, if not going to stop at this area, going to continue for more downside. Yeah, let the price come close to that bottom and start to look for buy. Okay, so far look for this trade. Okay, and bottom and buy from the bottom for upside. So Aussie dollar and US dollar, that's what you guys need to look for on this pair. Okay, so I hope you guys remember that last week I was asking you to look for that pattern, if you remember. Yeah. Okay, if no stronger sell is going to come over there, corrective sell is going to come over there, take off your profit and look for it to continue for upside. If you are in, you bought that from that bottom, perfect. You did an excellent job. Okay, if you haven't managed to if you are not into that trade, okay, then what you need to do, all right, you need to look for this bigger image. All right, so this bigger image, so we still can see one more drop. Okay, for buy you need to watch for correction over there. I will show you in lower time frame. Okay, and go back up. All right, go back up. All right, so this is the pattern, the pattern we were looking for. All right, let me show you the past chart so that you guys can understand that. If for sell, what you need to look for. Okay, for buy, For buy, this correction, you see that arrow? Okay, another correction like that. Then you are buyer over there. Okay, if you don't see that correction and you see this impulsive move, yeah, stronger sell is just coming over there. First impulse, correction. Yeah, go for another sell and then look for buy from the bottom. All right, I'm going to show you previous examples, previous chart examples, so that you can learn something. And once you're going to see that price action, then you can earn. Okay, at this area, price action at this area, and at this area. Okay, I'm going to show you the example. Okay, so this is the past chart. Okay, so breakdown at this area. Okay, so sell the stronger breakdown. Okay, so price was just going down. Okay, and that was the update. Okay, so we were looking for another drop. Okay, we got that drop. You see that? We got that drop and price completed that wave. All right, so what price is doing right now, it is forming another corrective move back to the top. Okay, you see that? This move. This is not so aggressive for upside. It is quite similar. It is similar like this previous one. All right, you see that move? Okay, so I have shown you that drop, that drop, that drop. Okay, so we can see another drop like this previous one. Okay, at this area. Okay, like these drops. Okay, like that drop. Okay, like that drop. Okay, for this trade, you guys need to look for what? First impulse. All right, so you see that first impulse, correction, going down. Okay, that's what you need to look for at the current price before you sell the euro, Aussie dollar, US dollar. All right, so first impulse, correction, sell. Okay, if you don't see that first impulse, you are having another correction. Okay, you see that correction? Price is just repeating that correction at this area. Another correction. Okay, buy. All right, just buy. Look for buy. Look for continuation for upside. All right, so dollar CAD. Okay, what you guys need to look for, drop, just simple drop. Okay, one more leg to the downside. Okay, go down. Okay, this is gonna be the good trade. This is gonna be good trade on the dollar CAD for downside. All right, so you see that impulse. This is correction. Okay, and this is your next trade. All right, so similar like the previous week. Once price gonna hit that bottom, we will watch. Either we are having one more up move within that correction, or price is just going to continue for downside. Okay, so we are having similar pattern formation, the pattern we are having here. Okay, this is a correction for more downside. All right, so what you guys need to look for, okay, so going to show you another example. So slightly changed that pattern. Yeah, last week, if you guys remember that, I was showing you like something like that. All right, so something like that. Okay, so we are already seller on the dollar CAD at this area. We were not looking for that. We were looking for sell. Yeah, so but that trade, you guys need to watch a correction over there. So you don't have correction. There was a stronger sell. Yeah, stronger sell, and you should be a seller over there. Okay, so this corrective uptrend or wedge needs to break down. Okay, that trade. Okay, you see that impulsive move? You see that flag correction? That's the next wave. Okay, you are looking for that wave here at this area. Okay, I'm going to show you in lower time frame what you guys need to look for. All right. Okay, so correction, this correction, and then drop. Okay, if you don't see that correction and price is going for short term up, okay, one more leg. Okay, going for another up leg, sell it. Okay, so just simply sell it from the high. Okay, so far what you need to look for, this kind of correction. Okay, which is just trying to develop over there. Okay, slightly bigger one and breakdown and continuation to the downside. We are already holding sell on the dollar CAD. Okay, so if you don't see that correction, price is going to continue. You don't go for short-term buy. Let the price complete that move. Okay, sell it again from top. All right. This is a bigger correction for breakdown. All right. This is a bigger daily correction which is going to break down in coming days. All right. So why dollar is not getting weak or getting stronger? Because on 13th of June we are having Fed rate decision, and on that meeting they are about to raise the interest rate. Yeah, if they are going to raise the interest rate, you're gonna see short-term up, short-term buy on the dollar, and dollar gonna start to fall at the for the next 6 months. Okay, dollar gonna start to drop for next 6 months. That's what we are looking for. Okay, I'm going to show you calendar, so those guys who are new to the trading, they can get the idea. Okay, you see that on 13th of June, Federal Reserve Bank is going to raise the interest rate. You see that? Okay, so once that event gonna finish, you're gonna start to see downside on the dollar. Okay, so because of that, dollar was pricing in, dollar was rising because of that event. So people were buying the dollar. So dollar is currently priced in. After that event, we're gonna see downside on the dollar. Okay, so that's why I'm showing you short-term buy. Yeah, short-term buy. The leg which I have just shown you in euro, we can see that one more leg. So short term, one more leg can appear over there on the New Zealand dollar, Aussie dollar, US dollar, and euro USD. One more drop, one more up on the US dollar, dollar chief, double top and then drop, then reversal. Okay, so we can see one more up leg and then reversal. So in next 6 months, we're gonna see weaknesses on the dollar rather than the strength. All right, and gold. All right, so gold. This is the bigger structure, quite similar like the Aussie dollar and US dollar. Yeah, similar like the Aussie dollar, US dollar. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And that leg. All right, so you see that pattern here as well, ABC move. Okay, you see that ABC move as here as well. Okay, so this is a continuation pattern formation. Shown you that last week as well. That pattern last week as well. Okay, so we were looking for buy gold, but gold went down for one more leg. Yeah. Okay, it hasn't changed the bigger image, bigger structure. Okay, we are still looking for this leg, go back up for one more up move. Okay, so went up aggressively, yeah, from bottom, yeah, but did not continue at this area, yeah, so was struggling, yeah, form correction and dropping for one more leg. All right, okay, so watch that bottom, this area, that bottom for buying the gold. All right, if price is not going to hold that, going to form new low, this is your trade. All right, this is your trade. Buy. All right. Okay, so we still can see simple ABC move, guys. Watch that bottom, ABC move like that, and one more drop, and then so this is going to be the trade you guys need to focus on. All right. Okay, so far watch double bottom. All right, this double bottom, okay, this double bottom, and look for it to go back up. If not going to go back up, going to continue for one more drop, buy. Okay, so you shouldn't be you seller over there at the current price. If you are going to be seller over there, you are going to be seller over there for very short term. Okay, make sure you trade carefully for sell. Okay, you see that correction? Okay, make sure you trade carefully for downside. Alright, so dollar yen, what I was asking you to look for last week, if you remember, okay, what I was asking you to look for, one more drop, go back up. Alright, one more drop, that was a correction, one more drop, and then go back up. Yeah, so you should be a seller over there for longer term to the downside if you're going to see a bigger correction. So you haven't seen that bigger correction. So there is no longer term downside. Alright, so what you need to look for now on this pair, just continuation. Okay, this trade. Just continuation. Go back up. Test that top. Form new high. Alright, so once price is going to complete that trade, then you guys need to look for it to go down for longer term. Okay, I'm going to show you bigger image so that you guys can understand, and then you will get back to the lower time frame, what you need to look for on lower time frame for this week. Okay, this is the bigger image. Okay, so you guys know that we were looking for buy from the bottom, and this way we were looking for, yeah, so that wave is about to complete. All right, that wave is about to complete. Now you guys need to look for it to complete that wave, this wave. Okay, once price is going to complete that wave, then we're going to start to look for it to go for one more move down. Okay, so far currently we are not looking for that trade. Okay, we are looking for it to reverse, but after completing that short-term trade within that circle. Okay, so look for this breakout and continuation. Make sure you trade carefully. You already missed the move from the bottom. All right, this flat channel to break up and continue. Okay, so if you don't see that pair is not going to continue after breaking up, not going to continue, going to get down. Okay, watch this area for buy again. All right, so if you are going to be a seller over there on the dollar yen, make sure you trade carefully. Okay? All right, so I don't see sell setup on the dollar yen so far, because index market is just keep pushing for upside. There is no uncertainty into the market at all, so you're going to see continuation for upside. Yeah, what pattern I have shown you last week, that pattern formation. All right, okay, have shown you the example on the dollar shift. Yeah, so that pattern is just developing over there. What do we call that? Expanding triangle. Okay, continue, keep pushing for upside. All right, so break up, keep pushing for upside, and once price is going to reach to that area, we're going to look for reversal from that area. All right, so that's your trade continuation. If you are seller over there, make sure you sell the dollar yen carefully. Okay, here you can sell rather than the dollar yen. This pair you can sell. Let me remind you the previous chart, and then I will let you know what you need to do on the euro yen. Last week I was asking you to look for short-term buy on the euro yen. That short-term buy is finished, is about to over. Okay, so we were looking for a reversal. Yeah, that correction, shown you these charts before, that correction appeared over there. We were looking for changing pattern formation. We haven't got that. We got the correction at this area, and I was showing you that sell at this area last week. Yeah, previous week, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, sell at this area if you remember. Yeah, and sell at this area. Yeah, that trade. And let me bring back that chart so that you guys can understand what is next. Okay, so next is this correction. Okay, this correction which we were looking for last week. All right, so we were looking for that correction. So this correction is just developing over there. Okay, this correction is just developing over there. All right, this correction is just developing over there. All right. Okay, so which trade you guys need to look for this week? Another impulsive leg like that. Continue to the downside. All right, so don't go for longer term buy on the euro yen. There are gonna be a huge potential to the downside on euro yen for longer term. Yeah, those guys who have traded with me on that wave, they know what I'm showing them. Okay, those who have traded with me at these areas on that corrective downtrend, they know what I'm showing. Okay, so price can test that bottom in longer term. Okay, so this correction and keep pushing for the downside. I'm going to show you on lower time frame what you need to look for. Okay, so this correction, which is just developing over there, yeah. What you need to do, breakdown. Okay, stronger breakdown, correction. This is your trade. All right. Price can keep pushing for more downside. It can break down that bottom. So far, you just need to look for your first target at that bottom. Yeah, at that bottom, we can see change in pattern formation. So we'll show you, next time when price gonna hit that bottom, what you need to do. So far, you just need to look for that kind of aggressive breakdown. Okay, if you don't see that breakdown and prices just keep pushing for upside, there's gonna be a short-term trade on 15-minute time frame. All right. Okay, what price can do, it can keep pushing for upside. Yeah, keep pushing for upside like that, and can hit the trend line, which I have just shown you on bigger time frame, and can drop aggressively from that trend line. All right, or can drop before hitting that trend line. Okay, so you just need to watch for the breakdown. Yeah, aggressive breakdown. If you see that, just join that sell. If you don't see that and prices just keep forming these corrective patterns on 15-minute time frame, there are going to be a short-term buy on 15-minute time frame. But once you're going to go for that short-term buy, all right, so you see that flag from 15-minute time frame, short-term buy, take that profit off. All right, another correction, short-term buy, take that profit off. All right, another correction, buy, take that profit off. All right, because at some point this corrective uptrend gonna break down aggressively. All right, it can break down at the current price. It can break down after forming new high. It can break down at any time. Yeah, so just watch for the breakdown and sell the euro yen for more downside. All right, so sell the euro yen rather than the dollar yen. Okay, so you guys can see that. All right, you guys can see that. Corrective uptrend, yeah. Similar corrective uptrend is there. Okay, so similar corrective uptrend is just forming here. So this is slightly sharp as with compared to that one. But this is you're going to see. This is you're going to see. All right. So euro yen, pound yen. Okay, one more drop. Last week, if you guys remember that, I have asked you to look for a correction. Yeah. Yeah, price action at that bottom. All right, price breaking down and ask you to look for correction. If price is going to break down, look for correction. Okay, correction is just forming over there. Okay, this is your trade for this week. Okay, that trade, once price is going to hit that previous low or gonna form new low, buy. I'm going to show you bigger image, bigger shot so that you guys can understand. All right, so still we can see change in pattern formation at this area. Okay, we can still see an expanding triangle at this area. Okay, but go for that short-term trade. All right, this short-term trade this week. Once you're gonna get that profit, look for that trade. Okay, so far for buy, you guys have to be careful over there. All right, so buy setup gonna be slightly late over there, but gonna be above that trend. All right, above that trend. All right, above that trend. Okay, so correction, break up, correction, and then continue to the upside. Okay, so far you guys don't need to look for this trade, look for this trade. Okay, and new low or previous low, and then look for it to go back up or buy or double bottom. Okay, I'm going to show you in lower time frame what you need to do. All right, so this flag breakdown. All right, 15-minute time frame. Okay, give you a correction and breakdown. Okay, watch this 15-minute correction and breakdown. Yeah, once you're gonna see that breakdown, okay, this breakdown, it should be aggressive for downside. If it is not going to be aggressive, going to be corrective, there is one more up move, all right? And then look for it to drop down. CAD chief, correction, all right? So you guys know that what is the bigger structure. Okay, so this is your trade. Correction, which is just trying to develop over there on bigger time frame, and that's your trade. Okay, so if you don't see that correction, which is just trying to develop over there, if that correction is not going to complete, as I said last week, short-term buy and then sell again from the top. Okay, very simple, very easy. And EuroCAD, you guys know that the bigger image on the EuroCAD. All right, so this correction and breakdown. Okay, so make sure you trade carefully. If you are selling the EuroCAD, make sure you are not selling the CAD chief at the same time. You're gonna see one more up move on the CAD chief and then drop. Okay, for this week, watch this trade. All right. Okay, so short-term breakup, this trade, and continuation to the downside. Okay, breakdown of that flat channel. All right, so where your buy setup gonna form for longer term once price gonna break that downtrend. Okay, then start to buy. Okay, so far you don't need to look for buy. All right, so just look for this correction to continue to the downside. Okay, where your buy setup gonna form once you're gonna see that correction is going to break up aggressively. This trend is going to break up aggressively. Yeah, this trend. Okay, this trend breaking up aggressively, going to give you a correction, then start to trade into that way. So far, you don't need to look for it to go back up for buy. Okay, break up correction, and then you start to buy the EuroCAD. Okay, so this trade and continuation with the previous trend. Pound chief. Yeah, so pound chief, you guys know that what is the bigger image on the pound chief. All right, let me show you the weekly chart so that you guys can get the idea what is the longer term structure. All right, that's the longer term direction of the markets. Okay, so we got the flag, we got the breakdown, we got we haven't got this another correction, the correction we are looking for so far. Okay, which is just trying to develop over there, at the current price. You see that? Okay, so we'll show you on lower time frame. Okay, this correction. Okay, this correction. And then your trades are going to be over there. Okay, so it is possible for the price to break down at this area and form new low. Let me show you what I mean. Yeah, form new low within that pattern. Okay, form new low within that pattern, and then start to form a correction for more downside. Okay, so you can trade for short term on this move. You can trade for short term buy on that move. Yeah, and then drop. I will show you what you need to look for trade either way on lower time frame. All right, so you see that aggressive move. Okay, so this is the correction which is just trying to develop over there. Okay, so let this correction get bigger and then watch this breakdown, your short-term trade. All right. Okay, if this correction is not going to get bigger, then what you need to look for, okay, simply buy this breakout for short term, for upside. Yeah, correction and short term buy. Okay, so trading on these two moves, short term sell and short term buy, carry risk. If you understand how to trade, that's okay. If you don't understand, then let the bigger correction complete and watch that correction to continue to the downside. All right, so euro pound, same trade which I have shown you last week. Okay, all right, so continue for upside. All right, so I'm showing you buy setup from this bottom, showing one more drop. Yeah, a price action at this area last week, showing you one more drop and buy setup from the bottom. Same again. All right, so if you already managed to get into that bottom, just simply watch it to continue. Okay, don't buy at the current price. Don't buy at the current price. Watch it to continue. Okay, you should already be into that trade from this low or this area. So this is not a good place. Okay, if you already into that trade, just watch it to continue. Just watch it to continue. If you So is it all right on the YouTube, guys? Do you see my charts? Everything is just fine on the YouTube. I can see that things are fine on the YouTube. Just let me know, guys, if there is any problem on the YouTube or it is stucking or not working. It is fine, yeah? All right. Okay, so same setup, guys. Let it come down. Short-term sell at this area. Watch price action for short-term sell for this trade. And once price gonna form new low, go for that trade. Okay, so it can break up and continue. Make sure you sell for this trade carefully. Okay, so this is your trade. Okay, for upside. Just break up that corrective flag for upside. All right. Okay, same chart, same setup like the previous one. Okay, so you should already be into that trade. Last week I was showing you one more drop on this pair. If you guys remember this chart, and I hope you guys have taken that short-term sell on the pound CAD, took some money on the pound CAD. And if haven't, then there is another opportunity. You guys can grab the opportunity. All right. All right, so we were looking for this one more drop in our room, that one more drop, that trade. Okay, so this pattern is just changing, forming another flat formation like that, or expanding triangle, whatever you want to call that. Okay, so forming this pattern. Okay, so you can go for that short-term sell again. All right, so you guys know that what is the bigger image on the pound CAD? I mean, what is the longer term perspective we are having on the pound CAD? We were looking for longer term drop on the pound CAD. Yeah, it is just going down for longer term, so slightly went up, yeah, and then started to drop. All right, so started to drop. Okay, now we at some point we need to watch for this bigger correction. Okay, this bigger correction, like that bigger correction. All right, so it is just pushing down, pushing down, pushing down. All right, so at some point we need to see that correction, and then there's going to be a more drop on the pound CAD. So far there is a short-term sell. I will show you. You guys can take that short-term sell. Okay, so bigger correction. Yeah, we're at this area, and then continuation to the downside. Okay, so like this correction. So far you can trade. So what I'm showing you, what I'm asking you to look for a bigger correction. The reason is that any sell you are taking at the current price, make sure you take your profit on time rather than holding that trade for longer term to the downside, because bigger correction is just due on the pound CAD, and once that bigger correction gonna start to appear over there, your trade can turn into a negative or bad trade. Okay, so this trade, guys. Alright, so if you already managed to sell, that's okay. If not, then simply watch a correction on 15-minute time frame, then join that drop. Yeah, so this correction. Okay, you see that correction? Alright, so another correction like that at this area. Okay, 15-minute correction, and just join that sell. Okay, if not going to form that correction and going to be aggressive to that top, watch this area. Okay, your sell setup gonna be over there as long as price gonna stay under that area. Okay, your sell setup is valid as long as price is under that bottom, alright? Under that top, your sell setup is valid. Okay, this trade you are looking for. Okay, that trade. Alright, like that wave. Okay, like that wave. And once price gonna complete that move, look for what? Look for first impulse from the bottom. Okay, for bigger correction. All right, you can buy from the bottom. Pound USD dollar, this is what you guys need to look for. Okay, it is just breaking after forming that running flat, going to continue. We are not having bigger correction. This is what you guys need to look for. All right, this is what you guys need to look for. All right, at this area. Okay, then there's going to be a continuation trade to the downside. All right, so still a lot of potential is there on this pair. Still a lot of potential on the pound Aussie dollar. Alright, so that's what we were looking for. Price slightly went above that high and then started to drop. Alright, so update was there. Okay, so we were looking for it to drop. Yeah, so it was dropping from that high correction. Yeah, and then continue to the downside. Okay, so this is the wave which you guys gonna see, which you are having over there on the pound Aussie dollar. Okay, so for continuation, another correction, and just join that breakdown. All right, so you see that these corrections, okay, similar like that correction. All right, and drop and continuation to the downside. Okay, so no setup is over there on the pound Aussie dollars currently. You have to wait for that correction before you start to trade. Yeah, once price is going to start to form that correction, you can buy for short term, but make sure you buy carefully against that trend. All right, so pound New Zealand dollar. Yeah, here you guys need to watch a correction as well. Okay, this pair still can go up for another up for an up move. All right, so this pair still can go for one more bullish move. All right, okay. So you can buy for that short-term up move, but for trading to the downside, watch for this correction. Okay, if you are not having that correction and price is just testing that bottom, yeah, so still you guys can see that one more up move. Okay, currently there is no ideal setup on this pair. If I see, I'll update that chart on TradingView or on social sites or on Facebook. Okay, so just simply buy the silver. Soon you guys are going to see that silver is going to spike to the upside. Okay, so just buy the silver. All right. All right, so watch this area. We can see one more drop back to that bottom. All right, you see that pattern? You see that simple ABC move formation? Okay, we are still having this correction for one more drop. Okay, so start to build your buy setup at this area, previous high, previous low, or if it is going to test that area. Yeah, so don't look for sell on the silver, guys. Just start to buy. All right, so you can see one more drop. All right, this correction can drop, can test that bottom. This is your trade. All right, buy the silver. Euro USD dollar, what you guys need to look for, another correction. All right, another correction like the previous one, like this one. Okay, another correction and sell. Yeah, where are you gonna buy once price is gonna break up aggressively, correction, then you start to buy the Euro USD dollar. Okay, so what is the longer term, bigger image, bigger picture? We are going down. Okay, going down. All right, so correction and continuation. All right, so where you can start to buy the Euro USD dollar for bigger correction or for another high. Once price is gonna give you a first impulse correction, then you don't have that one. You don't have this fact over there. Okay, so you have a continuation. Yeah, so you just need to simply watch another correction and continuation to the downside. Okay, so no setup is over there on this pair. You just need to watch for the correction for this week on the Euro USD dollar. Okay, so a continuation on this pair as well. Okay, so this is the longer term image, the Euro New Zealand dollar. All right, continue, big move, big drop. All right, so you see that I was showing you sell setup at this area, that place. All right, so it's all about understanding the pattern formations. All right, so that sell. Yeah, once price hit that top, we were looking for it to reverse. Correction, looking for a correction. Price formed correction, broken down aggressively, but did not continue. Went up for another move. We were looking for correction. Yeah, another correction. Yeah, went up aggressively. Yeah, went up. And I was asking you to look for sell in the weekly market outlook. If you remember, if you understand, those who took that trade, they know. Okay, all right. So I was asking you to look for sell. All right, so sell. Another correction which just appeared over there. That's how price charts behave. All right, so another correction and drop. All right, so what you guys need to look for now on this pair, just continuation. It is trying to break down that weekly chart, weekly correction. Okay, this weekly correction. Yeah, it is trying to break down. All right, so your setup gonna form for downside for sell on this pair once price gonna clearly leave that bottom, clearly gonna break down. Okay, then you need to watch for correction, another correction, and then you can start to keep selling the Euro New Zealand dollar for longer term to the downside. So far we don't have these two facts over there. We don't have correction, we don't have impulsive move for more downside for next leg. Okay, so on lower time frame it is forming another correction which is quite similar like the Euro USD dollar. I have just shown you that chart. Okay, this correction. Okay, it is just trying to continue. Okay, let this impulse complete, let this correction appear, then trade to the downside. Okay, you can't sell the Euro USD dollar for more downside at the current price. Okay, for buy setup, this downtrend needs to break first. Okay, this downtrend needs to break first. This downtrend needs to break first. Break up. Okay, break up aggressively with the first impulse, give you a correction. I have just shown you the example for downside, and then you are buyer over there. Okay, you don't have these two facts. You don't have that fact over there. Okay, so price is just going to continue to the downside. I mean, falling. Okay, so watch for this, and then that, and then you trade to the downside. Okay, so no perfect setup over there on the Euro New Zealand dollar. So you can trade for short term on the Euro New Zealand dollar, and your short term setup gonna be a buy. Okay, once price gonna form new low, yeah, this short term buy and sell. All right, so CAD yen, watch this breakdown. All right, so this breakdown and continuation. All right, breakdown and continuation. CAD yen, not a perfect setup. Make sure you trade carefully on this pair. All right, and Uzi yen, reverse. All right, watch price action. This is your trade. Okay, so trade carefully. Okay, so watch correction and buy. So showing you against the CAD yen and against the Uzi yen, and yeah, this buy setup, showing you buy setup here. Okay, correction and buy. All right, so Euro Chief, one more drop. Watch for this breakdown. Okay, and once you're gonna see that breakdown, sell this breakdown. Okay, only sell this breakdown. Okay, don't sell without the breakdown. Only sell the breakdown. Okay, if you don't see that breakdown and price is just rising aggressively, make sure you see that correction before you buy. All right, so we still can see one more bullish wave here at this area. Okay, before we see, continuation to the downside. Okay, so there is a correction. You can sell that correction, which I have just shown you on 4-hour time frame for breakdown to the downside. Make sure you sell that correction carefully. All right. Okay, only breakdown. Euro, Aussie dollar and New Zealand dollar. Aussie Kiwi, yeah. This trade. Okay, this correction, breakdown. All right, and this corrective move to break down, yeah. Okay, what it can do, it can form a correction and can give you an ABC move and can drop to the downside. Okay, that's what you guys need to look for. Okay, watch this corrective uptrend to aggressively break down to the downside. If not going to be aggressive to the downside, then simply ABC move and then drop. All right, so Kiwi CAD, similar like the Aussie Kiwi. Okay, one more drop and continuation to the downside. Let me show you the daily time frame. Okay, this breakdown and that wave. All right, make sure you sell the Kiwi CAD only on breakout. Don't sell it without breakout. Okay, if you're gonna sell it breakout, price can keep pushing for upside the way I have just shown you on the euro yen. All right, okay, it's a big correction. You see that correction? You see that correction? Okay, so it is still forming a correction for continuation to the upside. Okay, make sure you sell the breakdown. Okay, breakdown of that trend, aggressive breakdown, short term buy. If not going to break down, short term buy and look for aggressive breakdown to the downside. Aussie CAD, All right, not a perfect pair to trade on. Yeah, so correction and then buy. So we are not looking for a setup on this pair so far. Currently, there is not a good setup on this pair. Okay, so let's look at the oil. Oil has to get down for longer term. Oil needs to get down, guys, for longer term. Okay, so it is losing its momentum. So strength is not there on the oil for upside. Yeah, so soon you're gonna see this simple ABC move gonna continue to the downside. Yeah, so price gonna come close to the 50 or 40 areas again. So big drop gonna be over there. If not a big drop, at least you guys are gonna see correction on the oil. All right, so this kind of correction, and then up, next wave. So there is a setup on the oil. I have shown you last week as well. All right, so short-term buy on oil. All right, so look for this trade. Okay, break below will invalidate the sell setup. Oh, sorry, for buy setup. Break below will invalidate the buy setup. Okay, it should not break down. It should stay above and keep pushing for the upside. Okay, let's suppose it is not going to stop and going to break down. Still, you guys need to look for a buy setup over there for short term. Okay, then let it break down. Okay, let it form this simple ABC move. Go for that buy for short term buy. I'll try my best to update this chart. If I see breakdown and change in pattern formation, change in this going to appear, I mean this simple ABC move is going to appear over there. All right, so watch that bottom and that's your trade. So far, that's your trade by the oil. So platinum, all right, so same like last week, bigger image, bigger structure, just go back up. Longer term wave is just go back up. Okay, so this is your longer term trade, longer term wave. All right, so your short term trade, break down and hit the bottom. All right, so sell the breakdown. Yeah, even you can sell it before the breakdown, but make sure you sell, sell it before the breakdown carefully because it is already at the bottom. All right, so this correction, it can go for another up move and break down. All right, or break down at this area for one more drop and then buy. Okay, so this kind of wave. Yeah, this kind of wave. I have shown you that trade as well when price was correcting. Both are same, almost same. So we trade on the UK oil. So that's why we update that chart. So natural gas, one more drop. Okay, it is keep pushing for upside correctively. Yeah, correctively keep pushing for upside. Okay, so this is your trade, aggressive move. This is your trade, stronger sell. Same trade, yeah, the trade which I was showing you last week as well. So equity market, there is no setup on the equity market. Equity market is just keep pushing for upside, continuation. You can't buy at the high. All right, you should not be a buyer over there at the high when Nasdaq is just forming high. Yeah. All right. So last time I was asking you to look for that flag, if you remember that flag form over there and breaking up, continuation. All right, so going up. Okay, so no setup, just enjoy. If you are holding, enjoy your profit. If not holding, then just ignore. I will update once I will see there is a setup, more setup on the Nasdaq 100 index. All right, so you still have a chance to buy Dow Jones. All right, so do John. Continuation, forming a flag and continuation. Okay, so 30,000. Your target is 30,000. Okay, so this flag, similar like the Nasdaq 100 index, yeah. Continue. Keep pushing for upside. Buy setup. Yeah, buy setup on the S&P 500 as well. So 3,000 is your target. All right, 3,000 is your target. Flag. Continuation. All right, so continuation. All right, so other indexes are not forming any setup right now, so you guys just need to ignore those indexes. Okay, continuation here as well. I have shown you last week as well, guys. So same setup again. Okay, change in pattern formation and continuation, slightly bigger correction. Okay, so the longer term view is just continuation. All right, continue. Okay, now let's look at the cryptocurrencies. So German 30, continuation. Okay, there is no perfect setup on the German 30, but just watch it to continue for upside. All right, now let's look at the cryptocurrencies. So Bitcoin, as I said, one more drop, all right? I have explained that at the start of the meeting with so much detail by showing you some examples. Okay, one more drop and look for it to go back up from 36,000. Okay, so Ethereum is also breaking down, going to continue. Let the next wave complete and start to look for buy at the 300 area. Okay, for longer term. Okay, so this one more leg, one more drop. OITA same. Okay, so OITA same. Don't miss this trade. Don't miss that buy setup. Don't miss this opportunity, guys. Don't miss the OITA. If OITA is going to test the 30-cent area or 50-cent area, you're gonna get an idea. You're gonna get ideal. You're gonna be lucky to buy the OITA at 30 cent. All right, I'm showing you OITA buy since long ago. Okay, so same again. Buy as much as you can. All right, so showing you. All right, so that was just reminder last time when I was showing you buy setup on the OITA. That was on the November 17. November 17. All right, that chart was just a reminder on November 17. I'm going to show you that chart again because a reminder is very important. Okay, that chart, November 17, 2017. Okay, boom. You see that? Big wave appeared over there. So just reminding you again by showing past charts. All right, showing you buy there, showing you buy at the bottom. Okay, so it didn't hit the ideal pace, but went up from $1. Okay, so showing you buy again at the current price. Yeah, posted that chart here as well. At the current price. Okay, so one more drop, correction, one more drop, test that bottom or 30-cent area or 50-cent area, yeah, or 60-cent area, wherever. Just buy the OITA. All right, don't miss this opportunity. Okay, don't miss this opportunity. You guys can sell for short term, similar like the Bitcoin, similar like the Ethereum. Okay, it is just breaking down. Continuation. All right. Okay, so make sure you sell the UITA first, short them to the downside carefully because you're selling at the bottom. You're not gonna get big money, you're gonna get small money at the bottom. Yeah, but potential is there for upside for longer term. All right, so buy and hold. Buy and hold. Same here on the Ripple. Okay, one more drop. I have just posted that chart again. All right, just posted that chart again. Okay, I will look at that chart. All right, I will look at that chart for you. Don't worry about that. Okay, but there is opportunities, all right, on these altcoins. Okay, so if you're gonna buy the Bitcoin, you're not gonna get big money. If you're gonna buy these altcoins and Bitcoin is going to hit the 20,000 or 25 area, you're gonna be a millionaire. Big money. Okay, one more drop. Similar like the Bitcoin. Make sure you sell these small trades carefully. Yeah, I was showing you sell at this area as well. Okay, this correction, keep pushing for the downside and buy. Ideal place. Ideal place, 30 cent. Ideal place. These are the trades. These are the opportunities. You guys don't need to miss. These are the opportunities you guys don't need to miss. Just don't look at the regulators, or don't look at the people, what let them talk what they're talking about. Don't pay attention over there. Just pay attention on your chart. Your chart is telling you that it is about to rise in coming days. All right, so another drop and buy. Okay, these altcoins you guys should not miss. Okay, so one more drop. I have shown you that chart as well last week. Up. All right, so one more drop on this dash. Short them one more drop. Yeah, and then up. Go back up. Okay, so similar like the Bitcoin. Okay, one more drop and go down. All right, this short them sell, and go back up for longer term. All right, so watch this bottom for buy. All right, that bottom for buy. Bitcoin Cash. One more drop. Yes, there you're gonna see a lot of money. Don't listen others. Okay, one more drop. Okay, so here on Bitcoin Cash, you're not gonna get a big money, but on altcoins, you're gonna get a big money. Yeah, you're gonna get 1 to 10, 1 to something like that. If it is going to hit that top again, you're gonna get good money, but not big money, which gonna make you a rich. All right. Okay, so Litecoin, one more drop. Yeah, one more drop has just completed, guys. I have just shown you, if you remember that. I was asking you to look for that one more drop at this area, if you remember that. Yeah. Okay, so short them on lower time frame, like 15-minute time frame or 1 hour time frame. One more drop, this bottom. Okay, look for it to rise aggressively for upside. Litecoin. Yeah, so 4 hour time frame correction, similar like the Bitcoin. Okay, short them more on side, like that wave, like Bitcoin. Yeah, I've shown you at the start. You guys know that what I'm talking about. All right, and then go back up. Yeah, so here you guys need to look for first impulse from the bottom. If you see that first impulse, buy. If you don't see that first impulse, wait for that first impulse to appear, then trigger the entry. Okay, you don't see that first impulse here. There is a correction. You don't see that first impulse here. There is a correction. Okay, I'll try my best. If I see that first impulse coming over there and I'm there, I'll post that chart. Okay, so one more drop here and go back up. These are the altcoins which you guys need to grab. Okay, go back up. Okay, similar like the Litecoin. All right, go back up. Okay, test that bottom, go back up. Okay, so these coins going to be very, very aggressive. Once we're going to see that move is just coming over there, going to be very, very aggressive. You have just seen in past they were very aggressive and sellers are not in control anymore. Okay, one more drop, go back up. Okay, so one more drop, yeah, completed. All right, so it went up aggressively. Okay, one more drop is just coming over there, yeah. Okay, so last week I was showing you one more drop, if you guys remember. Same again. Correction, one more drop. Correction, one more drop. Test that bottom or form new low. Okay, ideal place to go for long. These coins, you know, all these coins which I'm just showing, they are tired. These coins have just tired for downside. Downside is just limited on these coins. Yeah, in longer term, these coins gonna go back up, or they're gonna get flat over there like that. This is the exception. This is the exception. All right, they only can get flat over there at that bottom like that. Okay, but if they are going to do that, you are not going to lose anything. Okay, you are not going to lose anything. You're going to be on break even. You're going to be on break even. You're only going to lose your money in one case, in one scenario. If the whole cryptocurrency, market is going to be fake, or going to be fake, or going to be banned internationally, that is not going to happen. Yep. Or this project is going to be withdrawn by the developer. All right. If this project is completely going to be withdrawn by the company, those who are providing that service. Okay. All right. So what you guys need to do, make sure you don't spend all your money on just one coin. Just spread your money. Okay, spread your money. The coins I'm showing you, just like 2% on this coin, 2% on another coin, and 2% on another coin. Okay, don't put all your money on just one coin. Okay, let's suppose one coin is going to be, fail. Yeah, or this project is going to be fail. You are not going to lose all your money. You are going to lose only on 2% of your account. Yeah, all these old coins not going to be scam. All right, if one of them is going to go back up, you're not gonna get your investment which you have just spread on all these coins. You're gonna get more than that. Okay, you're gonna get more than that. You're gonna recover your money which you have just spread on all these coins. You're gonna get more than that. Okay, just make sure you don't invest all your money on just one coin. Just spread that investment on all these coins, 2%, 1%, whatever you can afford. 1% or 0.50%, whatever you can afford. Just spread that money. Okay, these coins are already at the bottom. If they are not going to go back up, no worry, no problem. You can take off on break even. You are not losing anything. You are just holding your coins for longer term. That's it. Okay? No loss. No loss. Just hold. Just hold. Yeah, they are already at the bottom. So direction is just for upside. Okay? And try to follow me on TV, social sites, on Telegram, so that you guys can stay updated on these old coins. All right, I'm showing buy on these old coins since last couple of months, like 4 or 5 months. Yeah, so our longer term view is still bullish. Still bullish. That's not going to change. That's not going to change. Yes, short term view is going to change. Yeah, how that short term view gonna change? Let's suppose we're gonna see another corrective wave. We're not gonna see aggressive wave. We're gonna look for one more drop. Okay, we're gonna look for one more drop, the way I have just shown you at this area. Okay, one more drop and then go back up. Yeah, so this short term view gonna change over there. For that, just follow me on social side and on TV and on weekly market outlooks. Okay, so next, same like the Ripple. All right, one more drop and buy. All right, one more drop and buy. Okay, so this is what we are looking for. Yeah, you see that they are flat. This is flat, and this is the exception. This is the exception. They can stay at that bottom for a while before gonna start to rise aggressively for upside. Okay, and that is the exception. So I'm just updating all my charts on lower time frame so that you guys can stay updated. Okay, so that one more drop, which is just I'm showing you on lower time frame. One more drop, and once price is gonna hit the bottom, start to collect these coins. Okay, you see that correction? You see that correction? One more drop, start to collect for longer term. All right. Same here. Same on this coin, yeah? One more drop, collect for longer term. Okay, one more drop and start to collect. All right, same, one more drop, start to collect. All right, so one more drop, start to collect BitPay. Yeah, it is about to hit the bottom. Okay, same. All right, so this is slightly expensive. If you can trade, you can trade on that coin at the previous bottom, but ideal place is going to be that area. And I don't think so this is going to hit that bottom, but you can start to collect at that bottom, yeah? All right, so BitShare, one more drop, bottom, start to collect. Longer term, bullish. All right, so EOS, some of you guys are asking for this coin. Okay, if you are going to trade on this coin, you're not gonna get big money. You're gonna get small money on these coins. Okay, because these coins are already expensive. If you are going to buy this coin on $13, how much you are going to make? Yeah, how much you are going to make on this coin? If you are going to buy this coin at $13, 1 to 10, hardly gonna be 1 to 10. Yeah, let's suppose you are going to buy. And looking for it to hit the previous high. Okay, you see that? 1 to 3. Not a big money. Yeah. So look for those pairs, those coins, where you're gonna get a big money, guys. Okay, so still you need to stay bullish on this coin as well. I mean Bitcoin Gold. You see that it is flat. Just look at that. It is flat. Sellers are not in control. You see that? Sellers are not in control. Yeah, this is going to be the direction of the market in coming days, in coming weeks. Yeah, just hold. It can slightly get down for a couple of more bars. Yeah, if you don't need to frustrate. when the bullish wave gonna start to appear over there, that wave gonna be very, very aggressive. Yeah, so it can slightly push more downside. Just stay bullish. Stay bullish on the Bitcoin gold. All right, enough for today. Is there any question? Just let me know about that if there is. Thank you very much for being with me for this week. Hope you guys are making money. Hope you guys are making money. Okay, so all right. So again, if anyone want to follow me on social sites, just simply head to the ideas, click on that idea, click on the ideas. Yeah, let's suppose this idea. Click on the idea. There is signature area, and you can have those links over there. All right, or you can get those links from the YouTube. I'll try my best to post these links on the Telegram, on the Twitter, and on the Facebook as well, so that you guys can follow quickly, easily. All right, so have a nice weekend, a nice week, profitable week, and we'll see you back in the next weekly market outlook on Monday at the same time. Until then, goodbye.